from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry from Melvin Gordon. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you lose in the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still ready. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Melvin Gordon. An 8-yard pickup.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Locke working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off.
It's sad they pay me. I'll do this
And he
for
will
free.
bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Number 19.
A big play there. taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Locke. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The stop.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Tua. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And
he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back. and you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Coming to you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get that quarterback. And all come.
Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Lock. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands. They hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
30-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now it's Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Let him know.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Block. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It's out of bounds and sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 6. At the 7.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Lock now on first down. On the move to his left. Able to get this to Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Here's Lock. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Back now in Miami.
49.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Broncos.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch out now. 50 period. Get him. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 56, Broncos 10. Jason Sanders to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and... obviously get the ball to your own guys, but being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
45.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Denver.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st down.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he gets it down to the 32. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a 38-yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Man, cycle. Come on, the ball. 45. Mike 60. Mike 45. You better be afraid of me.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Win championships, baby. Yellow, go. Check 45 to Mike. Steel, black. No game. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Silver, silver. Kill, strike.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Breida on the carry. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. But for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going.